A very good morning to all of you. Today is our next chapter, Utilization and Economic Importance of Pteridophyte. This is the first part of this chapter. Let us see one by one introduction of this chapter. The economic importance of pteridophyte is not well documented because due to attention has not been given toward their use in human welfare. However, there are many reports on their uses, especially as a food plant, medicinal plant, and horticultural plants. Some of the aspects of economic importance of pteridophyte they are in the next part or next slide. Let us see one by one. First utilization or first use of pteridophyte is utilization and economic importance of pteridophytes used as a food. In this part, the most of the pteridophytic plant or its part they are directly or indirectly used as a food. They are discussed in this part. The young leaf of tip of fern, we know that the fern plant, okay, and the young leaf tip of the fern, the Sarcinet tisix, are used as a vegetable. The young frond of Ampelopteryx prolifera, they are sold in the local market as a dekishak in India and Bangladesh. Leaves of Marsilia, commonly called as the Shushni, they are also used as a vegetable. In this way, these are some pteridophytic plant they directly use as a vegetable. Okay, in local language they are known as the dekishak and Shushni. The rhizome of many ferns such as the pteris rich in the starch and that is used as a food. Like the potato, the corm modified stem of Isoetes that is used as a food by the pigs, ducks and other animals. Pteridophyte they are also used as a fodder in this way. We know that the different animal they directly eat the pteridophytic plant and so pteridophytic plant they are used as a fodder. Dry frond of many fern from the livestock of cattle. The quadrifid lamina of Marsilia resembles a clover. Trifolium, tri means three, folium means the leaf, trifolium has been used as a fodder for animal as a suitable or substitute of the clover. Okay, it is also used as a directly as a fodder for the different animals. Okay, mostly the cattles it is used. Trifolium, like the we know that in Marathi as a ghas, like ghas, this Marsilia it is mostly used as a fodder in the cattles. Next one is the utilization and economic importance of pteridophyte in the ethnomedicine. Okay, most of the pteridophytic plant they directly or indirectly use as a medicine. Okay, traditional medicine or ethnomedicine. Let us see one by one which they are. The rhizome paste of Angiopteri sevecta is applied externally in the case of bone fracture, okay, along with some other plant. Okay, the rhizome of this plant they are mostly used to cure the bone fracture. Okay, next one is the poultice is applied externally on the broken or fractured part of bone to get cured. Okay, this plant is also used to cure the bone fracture and this treatment is given to the patient every 3 days of regular interval of for a period of 30 days, okay, to cure the fracture of the bone. Next one is the apical part of the caudex that is cut into pieces and boiled with water till the content become half. This extract is applied locally over the carbuncle twice a day to get relief from the pain. At the same time, the abscess dried up within a week. Okay, mostly in Marathi the abscess is nothing but the galu. for curing that abscess, this extract of Codex is mostly used. Okay, the boiling that Codex, cut into small pieces, boil it till it becomes half, and that mixture is applied on that abscess and for the cure. And this treatment is given for a week. Next one is the utilization of economic importance of pteridophyte in ethnomedicine. Again, some pteridophytic plant, they are directly or indirectly used as a ethnomedicine. For example, Blenchnum oriental. This plant is used in hot decoction of pinny is applied externally over the abscess to liberate the pus. Okay, abscess, again the garu, and in that abscess there is having some pus, and to liberate that pus the hot decoction of pinny is applied externally on that abscess for its antiseptic action, and the fresh decoction is applied once a day till abscess is dried up. Okay, this plant Blenchnum oriental, okay, decoction pinny of that plant is used and it applied on that abscess to cure because it having the antiseptic action. Next one is the Chilanthes tenuifolia. This how this plant is used: frond cut into the pieces, made to paste and applied on the abscess in the form of poultice to liberate the pus, and also used as the antiseptic. The poultice is given once a day till the abscess is cured. Poultice is nothing but the hot the liquid, okay, or that medicine in hot form, that is known as the poultice. That hot part is applied on the abscess to cure it. It is used once a day till the abscess is cured. Again, another use is apical soft portion of the Scythia conthamnus. The Codex cut into the pieces and crushed in a mortar and added water to make a paste. The paste is then applied locally on the major cuts or wounds for immediate clotting of the blood. Okay, in this way the paste of Codex, okay, that is mostly used to clotting the blood. The same also prevent the microbial growth in cut surface so that no abscess could develop. Fresh paste is applied every day till the wound is healed. Any wound, for curing the wound, this paste is mostly applied. Again, next use of ethnomedicinal use is Chilanthes tenuifolia. This plant is mostly used for various diseases. For example, freshly extract frond. Okay, frond is taken and fresh extract of that frond juice of Trichopteris linearis is slightly heated and decoction is taken internally during the throat pain. For curing the throat pain, that heated liquid or that medicine that is internally used to cure the throat pain. Next one is the circinately coiled young and fresh frond of Diplasium esculentum, that is boiled with the salt and taken internally for maintaining all round health. Okay, and they are healthier, and for curing many diseases they are mostly used. Next one is the paste obtained by the crushing pinny of the Dreimoglossum heterophyllum, applied externally in the form of poultice on the, poultice means the hot, okay, on fractured bones. After setting up the bones, bamboo splints are usually tied around so as to prevent the dislocation of the fracture bone. Okay, firstly they applied on the bones in hot condition and somewhat water, and after that the bamboo sticks are tied around the fracture to prevent from the dislocation. In this way these are used. Next one is the Rhinaria quercifolia. the rhizome paste mixed with the molasses, in Marathi mali, taken internally during the cardiac problem. Paste obtained by the crushing rhizome applied externally in the form of poultice on the fracture of bones after setting up the bones. Okay, it is also used in the bone fracture. And after that, the bamboo splints, they are usually tied around so as to prevent the dislocation of fractured bones, and the rhizome paste is also applied externally in the blood coagulation. For preventing the blood coagulation, the rhizome paste is applied there. Okay. Next use, ethnomedicinal use is Lycopodium cercanum. The whole plant is pounded and the paste prepared so applied externally over the cut portion to reduce the swelling and itching. Okay, for in the curing the swelling or reduce the swelling and itching, this is the paste of this plant is mostly applied. Next one, the rachis of Lygodium flexosum tied over the forehead to reduce the headache. In headache, mostly this is used. Rachis is mostly directly used and tied over the forehead to reduce the headache. The same when tied on the hand to be secured from the evil spirit. Mostly to secure from evil spirit, this plant, okay, they are tied on the hand. About 20 gram paste obtained by crushing fresh rhizome of Microsorium superficial along with the seed of Piper nigrum is taken orally, okay, orally to cure the cough and cold also, and it should be taken thrice a day till the disease is cured. In cold, cough and cold, it is mostly used. Cold decoction of pinnae of the Pronepherium nudatum, that is used as a mouthwash during acute pyorrhea. 2 to 3 wash is given a day till it is cured. In this way, this is the uses of the Lycopodium cercanum. In this way, this is the last part of our lecture. Thank you very much.